Dear friends, before weapons are forged in steel, they are forged in spirit. In the fire of a nation's will, to stand, to rise, and never bow. Today, you're not just going to hear about missiles and submarines. You're going to witness the soul of a sleeping giant that has awakened, not to conquer, but to protect. This is not a story of war. It's a story of power with purpose, of silence with strength. Stay with me, because by the end of this journey, you won't just respect India's weapons. You'll understand the sacred duty they carry. Let's begin where fear ends and faith begins. Agni-V is India's most advanced intercontinental ballistic missile ICBM, developed under the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program by the Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO. It represents a significant leap in India's missile technology, both in terms of range and precision. With a range exceeding 5,000 kilometers, Agni-V is capable of striking targets across Asia and Europe, making it a powerful deterrent against hostile adversaries. This missile is a three-stage solid-fueled weapon system, which contributes to its speed and stability during flight. Its use of solid fuel ensures quick deployment and ease of storage, giving it an edge in readiness and response time. The missile can carry a nuclear warhead, making it a crucial component of India's nuclear deterrent capability. One of the most significant features of Agni-V is its mobile launch platform. Unlike fixed silos, the mobile launch capability allows the missile to be transported and launched from various hidden or remote locations. This mobility makes it harder for enemy forces to track or target it before launch, thereby enhancing India's second strike capability. Agni-V is also believed to be equipped with advanced navigation and guidance systems, including ring laser gyroscopes and accelerometers, ensuring high accuracy. Furthermore, the missile reportedly has the capability to carry multiple independently targetable reentry vehicles MIRVs, which would allow it to strike multiple targets in a single launch. This capability, while still officially unconfirmed, could significantly elevate its strategic value. The development of Agni-V positions India among a select group of countries, such as the United States, Russia, and China, that possess long-range nuclear-capable missile systems. It reflects a maturing defense posture focused on credible deterrence and strategic depth. The successful test launches and operational readiness of Agni-V signify India's ability to project power far beyond its immediate borders. INS Arihant is India's first indigenously developed nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine SSBN, a cornerstone in establishing the country's nuclear triad. Designed under the Advanced Technology Vessel ATV project and built by the Shipbuilding Center in Visakhapatnam, this submarine marks a significant achievement in India's strategic defense capabilities. It brings India into an elite group of nations with the ability to launch nuclear weapons from land, air, and sea. Powered by a miniature pressurized water reactor using enriched uranium, INS Arihant can remain submerged for extended durations. This capability allows it to operate silently and undetected deep beneath the ocean surface, enhancing survivability in a nuclear conflict scenario. Its stealth makes it exceptionally difficult for enemy forces to track, which is critical for ensuring a credible second strike capability. The submarine is armed with K-15 Sagurika ballistic missiles, which have a range of about 750 kilometers. Future upgrades are expected to include the longer-range K-4 missile, significantly increasing its strike envelope. These submarine-launched ballistic missiles SLBMs can carry nuclear warheads, enabling Arihant to deliver a retaliatory strike even if India's land-based systems are compromised. INS Arihant has undergone multiple deep-sea trials and has been declared operational, integrating seamlessly with India's Strategic Forces Command. Its existence ensures that any nuclear aggression against India would face assured retaliation from beneath the sea, where it is nearly impossible to neutralize all deterrent assets. Its design and construction drew upon decades of technological effort, involving cooperation between the Indian Navy, Babha Atomic Research Center BARC, and DRDO. The submarine reflects a blend of cutting-edge nuclear propulsion, weapons integration, and stealth technology. By operating silently in the depths, INS Arihant plays a vital role in maintaining the balance of power and reinforcing India's nuclear doctrine of no first use, backed by credible minimum deterrence. Strategic depth and deterrence form the backbone of India's modern defense doctrine, especially in the context of its nuclear and long-range weapons systems. These concepts are not about aggression or territorial ambition, but about ensuring national security through credible and survivable capabilities that dissuade adversaries from initiating conflict. Strategic depth refers to the ability of a nation to absorb and respond to an attack without immediate collapse or compromise. For India, this is achieved not just through geographic expanse, but through diversified and resilient defense systems. Assets like Agni-V and INS Arihant embody this principle. The ability to launch a retaliatory strike from a mobile ICBM or a submerged submarine ensures that even if the enemy strikes first, India retains the power to respond decisively. Deterrence, on the other hand, is the psychological component of defense strategy. It's about influencing the calculations of potential adversaries by making the cost of an attack unacceptably high. India's nuclear policy is built around the doctrine of no first use, meaning it will not initiate a nuclear conflict, but if attacked with nuclear weapons, it will retaliate with overwhelming force. This approach relies on credible deterrence. The adversary must believe in India's capability and willingness to respond. Systems like Agni-V and INS Arihant are central to maintaining this credibility. Agni-V's range and mobility demonstrate that India can reach strategic targets across continents, while INS Arihant's stealth ensures that even a successful enemy strike cannot prevent retaliation from the sea. These platforms provide India with the flexibility and assurance needed to maintain a secure second strike capability. By investing in such technologies, India reinforces its commitment to peace through strength. Strategic depth and deterrence together ensure that potential threats are neutralized not through combat, but through the certainty of consequences. The indigenous development of advanced weapon systems like Agni-V and INS Arihant marks a significant milestone in India's journey towards self-reliant defense capabilities. Unlike many nations that depend heavily on foreign military imports, India has made strategic investments in its domestic defense industry to build critical technologies from the ground up. This effort reflects a broader national vision of achieving strategic autonomy and reducing reliance on external powers in matters of national security. Agni-V, India's intercontinental ballistic missile, is a product of the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO. It showcases Indian expertise in advanced propulsion systems, composite materials, and guidance technology. The missile's development was carried out with minimal foreign assistance, reflecting decades of indigenous research and innovation. Each test of Agni-V has been conducted on Indian soil, using Indian infrastructure and talent, sending a strong message of technological competence. Similarly, INS Arihant is a groundbreaking achievement in naval engineering. Developed under the highly secretive Advanced Technology Vessel ATV program, it involved collaboration between several Indian institutions, including the DRDO, Babha Atomic Research Center (BARC), and the Indian Navy. Building a nuclear-powered submarine capable of launching ballistic missiles requires mastery in nuclear propulsion, metallurgy, marine systems, and weapons integration, fields in which India has progressively built world-class capabilities. These projects not only strengthen India's military posture, but also contribute significantly to its technological base and industrial ecosystem. Thousands of scientists, engineers, and defense personnel were involved in designing, testing, and refining these systems. Indigenous development ensures security of supply, protection of sensitive technologies, and the ability to upgrade systems without foreign approval or dependence. By building these complex platforms domestically, India asserts control over its strategic assets while simultaneously advancing its status as a technologically sovereign and globally respected defense power. The development and deployment of advanced strategic weapons like Agni-V and INS Arihant signify a major shift in the geopolitical balance, not only in South Asia, but across the wider Indo-Pacific region. These capabilities position India as a formidable power with credible deterrence, altering how global and regional powers engage with it. Agni-V, with its ability to strike targets over 50,000 kilometers away, extends India's strategic reach far beyond its immediate neighborhood. It places key strategic locations in China, Central Asia, the Middle East, and even parts of Europe within range. This expanded reach compels major powers to consider India's role not just as a regional player, but as a nation with global strategic relevance. The missile's deployment enhances India's influence in global security dialogues and arms control discussions. INS Arihant, operating silently beneath the oceans, completes India's nuclear triad and brings an essential element of survivability to its defense posture. A ballistic missile submarine that can stay hidden and undetectable ensures that India maintains a second strike capability, which is vital in any nuclear deterrence framework. This capability has a stabilizing effect on regional security, as it discourages first-use policies and encourages strategic restraint among rival states. These developments also affect strategic calculations in South Asia, particularly in relation to China and Pakistan. India's ability to defend itself and retaliate credibly limits the military options available to its adversaries and reduces the risk of escalation. Furthermore, India's increasing defense capabilities encourage closer partnerships with other nations seeking to balance power in the Indo-Pacific, such as Japan, Australia, and the United States. By entering the exclusive circle of nations with intercontinental strike and sea-based nuclear deterrence capabilities, India transforms from a reactive regional actor into a proactive strategic force with growing influence on global military and diplomatic dynamics. Stealth and surprise are two of the most critical elements in modern military strategy, and India's strategic weapons, Agni-V and INS Arihant, embody both with precision and purpose. These platforms are not only powerful in terms of firepower, but are designed to operate under the radar, making them extremely difficult for adversaries to detect, track, or counter. Agni-V offers more than just long-range capability. What sets it apart is its mobility. Unlike traditional intercontinental ballistic missiles housed in fixed silos, Agni-V is mobile. It can be transported and launched from concealed locations, including remote areas and forested regions. This flexibility allows India to keep the missile's exact location unknown to potential adversaries, making it significantly harder to target or preempt. The element of unpredictability in its deployment adds a layer of strategic ambiguity, complicating enemy planning and delaying any potential decision to strike. INS Arihant takes stealth to an even deeper level, literally. As a nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine, it operates silently beneath the ocean's surface, virtually invisible to conventional detection systems. Its nuclear propulsion allows it to remain submerged for long durations without surfacing, unlike electric submarines which must periodically rise to recharge batteries. This makes Arihant a nearly undetectable platform capable of launching a retaliatory nuclear strike, even if land-based assets are neutralized. The combination of stealth and mobility ensures that India's strategic response capabilities remain intact under any circumstances. These assets provide the critical assurance that India will not be left defenseless in the event of a surprise attack. They serve as a constant but hidden reminder that any act of aggression will meet a swift and calculated response, giving India a strategic edge built not just on power, but on the ability to act unexpectedly and decisively. The development of advanced strategic weapons like Agni-V and INS Arihant is more than a technological achievement. It is a deliberate and powerful message to the world. These systems symbolize India's emergence as a confident, self-reliant, and strategically aware nation that demands to be seen, heard, and respected on the global stage. They signal a shift in posture from reactive defense to proactive deterrence, from regional focus to global presence. Agni-V, with its intercontinental reach, tells the world that India's security interests are no longer confined to its immediate borders. It sends a clear message to rivals and allies alike that India has the capability to project strength far beyond South Asia. Its road, mobile launch capability further emphasizes strategic unpredictability and resilience, warning any adversary that India's deterrence is not just operational. It is adaptable and survivable under any threat. INS Arihant, India's nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine, reinforces this message with even greater depth. It adds a powerful dimension of invincibility by operating in secrecy beneath the ocean. It assures friends and warns adversaries that India retains the ability to retaliate, even under extreme circumstances. It completes the nuclear triad and makes India part of an elite group of nations with second-strike capabilities, a critical marker of mature military power. Together, these platforms represent India's declaration of strategic independence. They affirm that India does not rely on foreign powers for its defense and does not seek conflict, but will never allow itself to be coerced or outmaneuvered. They are not tools of aggression but symbols of resolve, signaling that India stands ready to defend its sovereignty, protect its interests, and uphold peace through strength. The world now understands that India is not just a rising power, it is a prepared one. India's Agni-V and INS Arihant are not just weapons, they are statements. They declare that India stands strong, self-reliant, and ready to defend its peace with unmatched precision and silent power. These platforms ensure that aggression against India is not just risky, it is self-defeating. As India steps forward on the world stage, it carries with it a message of peace, backed by the strength to preserve it. Thank you for your time, your attention, and your belief in the spirit of a strong and sovereign India. Good luck in all your endeavors. Stand tall, speak true, and stay fearless.